nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Utah Utes and the Colorado Buffaloes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Utes head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will have the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games where everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Young. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Throwing, Lewis. With the catch, it's Atkins. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Lewis wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
3rd down from the gun, Lewis. The throw. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, Colorado! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Utah's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Let's take a look at players. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
A run for the quarterback. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Punts it out of the air. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeps it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Lewis. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Running inside. It's Young. Might have a chance. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. They'll try to power their way ahead. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. Lewis to throw. Makes the grab. It's Young. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Play action with Lewis. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And another big play for this offense. How about this offense coming out on fire, throwing the football all over the yard, making big plays? This is a tough unit to stop this defense. They better find some answers, or he's going to throw for more yards in this game than he ever has.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Trying play action. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. To the air again, Lewis. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And I absolutely understand wanting to make a play for your team, man, but you've got to know when to give it up. You're at this part of the field, man. This is the part of the field where you throw the football. You get rid of it. You don't take a sack, because what that does now to your field goal operation, it makes it a lot longer. Now the decision becomes a lot harder for this offense when he could have just thrown the football away and not taken the big loss.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Dampier. He'll try to do it himself. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. The Utes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. And the Utes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Timeout call by the Utes. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. This guy can throw it. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Buffaloes line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to bring it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Right down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Utes decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lofts one deep down the right side. Goes high to pull it in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Handoff for Parker. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Throws to the tight end. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And the Utes will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. On the run, it's Young. Turning it on. Still on his feet. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Still down on the field is one of the Utah players. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. Throwing, Lewis. Finds his big tight end. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up.
Touchdown, Buffaloes! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Right back to him on the ground. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last two possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on third down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Back to throw. It's Dampier. Under fire. And they got him. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Now the Utes take a timeout, and they don't have any more left. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Push forward on the sneak. The sneak scores it.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Corner's going to give them room. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Young. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down, and the clock continues to run. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the Arizona State Sun Devils. And it's the Red Raiders who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. And that's now 5 straight victories. They've really been clicking on all cylinders at this point of the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now back to your game in Boulder. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win.
And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Bringing the heat. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The offense changing the play. Back to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Lewis. Oh, they're after him. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line.
And if you're going to play zone coverage, man, you've got to get to the quarterback because those holes are going to pop open at some point. Nice job hanging in the pocket. Good protection by the offensive line, finding the strike over the middle of the field, but it started with the protection up front.
The Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now facing a 3rd and long. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Got his man downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Motion from the wideout. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Parker. Sweet cut there. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Rides the option, he keeps it. Runs through the tackle. Picks up the 1st down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
The Utes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Motion from the back. Wide receiver comes in motion. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really...
Maybe some... Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utah! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. 1st half, it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Utah 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, here on the Colorado sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Looking for space. It's Young. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They'll send the back in motion. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam, next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. On the run, it's Bray. Could be an alley. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Now the pitch. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. And the Utes come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Again, it's Parker. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And now it's a 1-possession game.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. Timeout call by the Utes, that's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Looking for room. It's Young. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Gets rid of it. Snagged in the middle. It's Young. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the single back. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. It'll be 3rd and long. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Fires deep on the run. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The Buffaloes send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets it away, and this is a tremendous punt. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
In this moment of the game, late, you need your quarterback to be playing his best football. This is when you need him to be the most accurate and to make the best decisions, and he has not yet completed a throw here in the 4th quarter. That is bad news for this offense.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Running inside, it's Bray. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back. Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs. And if I get a few 1st downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. On the option. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
Here we go. Ready? Go! Here's Lewis to throw. They're setting up the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. And he got it! And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll run play action. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That is exactly how you quiet down a big crowd. Scrambling around, making the 1st down in a clutch situation, that'll take some air out of their lungs.
Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to...
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He'll try to take it back. The 40. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stinks. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
10.